Great. Okay. So welcome to Saturday Prenatal Yoga. It should be a pretty gentle session here. I'm going to switch off to my bigger camera so you can see my full picture. But first I will introduce my son because it's always nice to see him up and close. This is Arvid. Some days he's a little louder. He tends to be our soundtrack for these classes to remind us what's in your near future. Did you want to say hi, Carl, real quick? My almost 6-year-old's in the background. Wave.
Hi. Hi.
And yeah, I've got 4 kids that just have 2 home with me today, but we're going to be doing some yoga, Carl. If you want to join us to open up our bodies, to relax, and do some breath work, okay? So, as with most yoga classes, you get out what you put in, A, but B, it's really about um, getting in tune with your body, even more so when you're pregnant and, going through all the different changes and leading up to labor. So if anything I says doesn't feel good, don't do it. If you just sat here for the next 20, 25 minutes and breathe slowly and deeply with intention down to your baby, you would leave here feeling amazing. I have no doubt. So that's why we're going to start in class with our breath work, because whether it's now or later or when we're presented challenges, our breath can bring us back to the present, and our breath can allow us to calm our nervous system, to help us relax. So we'll start with a couple deep breaths in through the nose, down to the baby, and exhale. And I like to start usually in the beginning with just sighing it out the mouth. So I bring it in through the nose and I sigh out the mouth to kind of physically do a release. One more, just like that. Big inhale, exhale. And now, if you want to keep your mouth closed and just use your nose as the filter, in yoga, we call this ujjayi breath, but the idea is that it's almost like it sounds like the ocean. If you were fogging up a glass with your mouth closed, that big inhale and exhale. And if you feel comfortable to close your eyes and take one hand on your baby, one hand on your heart, and just remind yourself why you chose to show up today. What we focus on, we become, it begets us. That's why even if you're always going to feel a little anxious about newness, right? But it comes all the time. It comes throughout pregnancy, it comes throughout motherhood, it comes throughout life. So can we breathe through it and kind of take it for a ride those waves, and focus on the good parts of this moment. So with your intention in mind, the reason you chose to show up, we'll take one more deep breath together. Big inhale. And exhale. All right, let the hands go. Open your eyes. We're going to do something to warm up from our feet to our toe, or feet to our head. Oh, there's something on the screen. Let me get that away. Okay. And so we're going to start with just rotating our ankles. So if your balance is with you today, you could pick up a foot, but you're welcome to leave the foot on the ground. And you're just rotating your ankle, checking in with each of our joints right now, starting from our feet. And we haven't lost our breath, our intentional breath. So we're still breathing in and out, nice and slow, nice and deep. But now we're adding some movement. Try the other foot. So just give that ankle a couple rolls. Again, if you want to pick it up and rotate it, you can, but it's not, sometimes balance, whether you're pregnant or not, there's off and on days. So just by getting that ankle to rotate with your foot on the ground is just as beautiful. And then we'll move on to our knees as we work our way up our body. So we'll rotate the knees one direction and then the other. We'll take big inhales, big exhale. We'll slide those hands up and moving on to our nice hips. Sometimes they create a little more pain and tension as things move around. So we're gonna give it some attention here, moving those circles. And then if we want to add a little breath, we can, inhale, slow it down, exhale, coming around, inhale, exhale, right? Move with your breath. Reverse those, inhales and exhales. And breathing is so simple, yet it's your best tool in life. It's your best tool in pregnancy and motherhood. I'm trying to break cycles here in my family. I mean, probably a lot of you growing up where it's like when tension rises, people get upset. And so I'm trying to train my kids, let's breathe when that happens. And the truth is, it starts with me. I had my 5-year-old that you just met. He one time I was getting upset for whatever reason. I don't know. 4 kids will do that to you. And he runs outside and he says, Mom, take a few deep breaths. So we can all use the reminder. It's not, I'm not just telling you, I'm telling myself too that this breath carries us. So moving on to our shoulders. And when we reverse. Oh, someone's waiting. I'll take that in. Cool. When we connect with our breath during labor, it becomes really helpful. Okay, so we've taken our shoulders forward, we've taken them backwards. And now with our knees bent, we're going to give ourselves a little twist. Nothing too crazy. Nice, gentle movement to move that spine. And if you can breathe when you feel the tension or the contraction, right? When your uterus gets tighter to help baby come out. Some people call that a wave of expansion. If you can breathe down into that and help it, a baby will come faster. You'll have a quicker labor, an easier one, and recovery. And it just in that moment, it'll be a little better. So today, let's go ahead and take those hands up. Big inhale. As we go through some of these movements and postures, we'll add a little more breath work to prepare us, to help train us. Big inhale, big exhale. One more, just like that. And now with our knees slightly bent, just reach up or to the side. You want to get a nice side stretch without compressing the underbody. So just reach up and open. Other side. So your knees are slightly bent. So we're reaching up, maybe over like a rainbow if the body says, yeah, I like that. We're not letting that shoulder creep up to our ear, but bringing it down. All right, one more time each direction. So we're creating space in our side bodies. Space for us, space for our growing baby. Reverse. Okay. Bringing our feet closer together, we'll now go to that neck joint. So bringing our chin to our chest, we'll roll the head one direction and then the other. Lovely. And once again, with every movement that you choose to partake in, try challenging yourself to connect it with the breath, right? Big inhale, big exhale. You can get on here and do exactly what I'm doing, but you want to, double, triple the benefit. You've got to move with your breath, your rhythm. And we all have our own rhythm and our own breath. It's a beautiful thing to come together and do this together. But it's just as beautiful to recognize the beauty of our own true nature. Rolling it around. So that means if you need to stay a spot, you're in a stretch and you're like, oh, that feels good, you can hang out there and then join us when you're ready. That's what community and you taking care of yourself is all about. All right, great. We just went from foot to head. Thumbs up, you're feeling good, you're with me, or just so I know everybody's there. Kayla, perfect, I see you. All right, awesome, great, perfect. Okay, so now to warm up a little more, we're going to get wider with those feet, okay? Kind of like a horse stance, like you were to get on a horse. You're going to bend those knees, get a little movement. I hear a little bit of noise. I don't know if I'm going to mute, if I can mute everybody real quick, just so that we can, where did it go? Well, I guess we're okay. I don't hear it anymore. All right, so we're getting down on those hips. We're going to press one shoulder and then press the other. And then we're going to open up. We're basically opening up the pelvis right now and building a little heat in our thighs, connecting with the breath. Inhale, exhale. Can you breathe all the way down to baby, all the way down to your pelvis? Big inhale, big exhale. Woo-wee. And I want you to build the heat. This is what this one's about, right? We're building some heat. We're warming up the body. Movement will help. I invite you to move. Movement during labor, movement during any kind of pain, movement when you can't sleep. You want to move during the day. Oh. Okay, bringing it down and up just a few times. Toes are pointed out. Getting that heat to build up. Lovely. And then hold it here. So if you got this, it could feel, you probably will feel a little work. You've got some weight, a little more weight on you. Maybe you're not used to doing this. It will feel like work. This is where we're training the mind muscle. As long as there's no pain, effort is okay. Pain is where you want to move, bend one knee, lengthen. But if there's no pain, stay with me. I'll be here for 5 more breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. No, baby. Big inhale. Big exhale. We got 3 more. Inhale. You might want to close your eyes. You got this. Remind yourself you're stronger than you think. 2 more. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more. And then slowly come up. Heel toe those feet together. Give yourself a little shake off. Whether you were able to complete it or not, give yourself, some credit for showing up and for putting in some work here. It's not easy. All right. Feet a little bit wider than hip widths apart. We'll bend the knees. And we'll go cat-cow. So hugging baby in, protecting that lower back. You're going to open the heart space, bringing the shoulders back, and exhale round. So inhale to open, exhale to round. You can stay here if this feels good. If you want to add a little more movement, you can inhale to open and exhale to round all the way up to standing, and then rebend. Inhale, open, exhale, round. So your choice. You're basically opening the spine up in both directions here. I'm going to go ahead and as you do a couple more, I'm going to mute everybody. I hear some sound and I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, I think I got it. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to join you. Oh, I did not get it. Let's see. Mute. There. Inhale, exhale. Let's all come back to standing. So we're going to do one more little pelvic exercise while we're still standing. There's been some research on how your jaw is linked to your pelvis. So people who've had braces or injuries, sometimes they have tighter pelvises. And it's not that you're stuck that way. Of course, your body is fluid. It's always changing. But when you're going to have a baby and you're going to labor, sometimes by relaxing your jaw, you can relax your pelvis, the area where the baby's actually going to exit. And so one technique is called horse lips, okay? And because you're at your home, nobody can hear you. I just muted everybody. I want you to try this out. Basically, you're going to flap your lips like a horse would, like, right? We're not going to have music right now, baby. Okay. Okay. So when you come back in, because we're going to do one more set of this horse position, go figure it matches. And I want you to use your horse lips now to see if you can get a little deeper. So we're going to inhale and we're going to exhale through our lips. Inhale and exhale through the lips. And come back up, let that release. So I'm trying to give you just little ideas because when you're actually in labor, what you reach onto, what works for you, you don't know until you're in it. But some of these things, you know, you feel a contraction, and rather than think, ow, this hurts, you think breath, low, maybe horse lips, so on, right? So this is just a technique. Okay, let's move a little. Inhale up. Exhale, reach to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Take 1, 2, 3 back strokes here. Moving the body. We're going to do this a couple times, and then we're going to add on. Building heat, building fluidity. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Float it down, and take some back strokes. Now you see, I'm not planting my feet there. I'm moving a little bit, right? Movement matters. Pain, inhale up. It's usually tightness, and we need to move to loosen it before we can find what parts of our body need to be strengthened. Backstroke. Let's do that one more time together now that we got it. Inhale up. Open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Open. Backstroke. Lovely. This time we're going to inhale up, but we're going to bend our knees and turn to the side and open. Inhale up, bend and open. Okay, 1 second. I got 2 people in the waiting room. Let me let them in. Okay, inhale up. Try that again. Bend the knees, open. Inhale up, bend the knees and open. Lovely. Oh, you like that one. Nice. Roll the shoulders back. Take those hands to your hips and give yourself a couple pelvic tilts. So your butt's going to stick out and you're going to bring it in, right? And for some of us I get pain in my hips. It's usually how I'm standing. The pelvis tends to shift depending on, where stage you are in the pregnancy. And so you can do these pelvic tilts to not only engage your abdominals, but also to find a nice juicy spot on your back, on your lower back that feels good, and recognize you can take this throughout your day and check in with your posture, your pelvic posture, right? So you might be standing doing dishes and noticing you're like on one hip and you're like, I wonder if that's causing something to happen. Great time to check in with my pelvic tilts to even it out. Lovely. Okay. Inhale up. Just like we did, exhale to the side. So we're going to put this all together. Inhale up, exhale, reach. Now we're going to open it. Inhale up, open it up, bend those knees. Inhale, expand. Exhale, open. Inhale up, hands to our hips, and give yourself a couple pelvic tilts here, up and down. Great. All right, we're going to transition to the ground. If you can find your pillow or blanket or chair, your props that I suggested that you bring. We're going to transition to the floor. So we're now nearing the best part of class, I think. Once you do a lot of the hard work and the movement, you can let it all sink in. So if you have your pillow or chair, if you want to come all the way to the floor, I suggest rolling up your pillow, your blanket, so that you can sit on it and you can get your hips higher on your knees. That's going to feel a lot better for your back. That's going to feel a lot better for your baby. And you can do that on a chair. You can do that on the ground. As long as your knees are below your hips, it should feel good. There's the mute all button. Yes. Okay. So You can still hear me? Can I get a thumbs up if somebody can hear me, just so I make sure I didn't mute myself? Cool, thank you. All right, so kind of coming full circle how we started this class, one hand on our heart, one hand on our baby, taking those deep breaths, checking in. If there's any other parts of our body we haven't touched or opened, you could use this time to give yourself a little stretch, right, left, forward, backward. But first, check in. Take those couple of deep breaths. Perhaps close your eyes. You made it. You made this happen. Taking care of you and your baby. You're doing it. One more deep breath here. And feel free to open your eyes. Let the hands gently release. Take a couple of circles here where you round the spine and the back. Open the heart coming forward. Moving with our breath. We'll inhale to move forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And reverse. Inhale and exhale. One breath, one movement, right? And coming back to center, we'll reach high like we're climbing a rope, one hand in the other. And then we'll bring it back down. You're going to join us? Nice. So we're going to roll out our neck like we started. So I like revisiting things. We don't usually a 30-minute class. We don't have time to always revisit everything, but we can roll our necks again, check in, maybe something loosened. Maybe we need to stay in one side for a while, play with the position of our chin. And then baby, can you sit here? I want to show them how to do this next position. Yes, perfect. So I'll turn so you can see my back, but you don't have to turn. So we're going to go ahead and open up the heart, okay? So with our hands on our knees, we open up the heart space, and then we round the spine. Oh. So inhale, we open up the heart space. Really use the strength of your hands to pull your heart through, and exhale, round the spine. One more time. Inhale, open up the heart space, suck in that oxygen. Exhale, round the spine. Great. Now you can either stay in a seated position or find somewhere that's even more comfortable, whether that be sitting on your heels. Some of us, it feels really good to do that. If you want to lie down on your side, you can do that. You can even, I invite you to put your feet up on the chair to get your feet above your heart, and you can use your pillows and blankets. You want to be the model, Carl? Can you lay your back? So I'm going to create a slight angle for him, because as you're pregnant, you know, to have a little incline where your vena cava, it runs on the right side of your body, like this. Yeah. So he's a little short, but for most of us, we should be able to bend our knees. Yeah, like that, Carl, and keep our lower back on the ground. You need a lower chair, don't you?
Yeah.
But the idea here is that by giving him a pillow or blanket underneath, that vena cava that provides the oxygen or blood back to our heart, that the doctors are worried about laying flat on our back past a certain part, that risk is eliminated by giving a little incline. So from here, whether you are seated or laying down on your side or your back, I want you just to open those arms up, relaxed. And in the beginning of this class, we checked in from our feet to our head. And now we're going to work it back down and check in from our head to our feet. But this way, we're going to do it with our breath. And ideally with our eyes closed so that we can go internal, we can go inside. And we're not getting distracted, but you're just following the sound of my voice and your breath to kind of, okay, come into my face, my eyes. Can I relax that a little deeper? Can I exhale and let any tension in my face go? My ears, my mouth, those horse lips, right?
I was doing something.
Yeah. And moving on to our shoulders. Can we relax our shoulders?
I was doing open.
Breathing into them, letting them release. relaxing, letting the weight of the shoulders just go. You don't have to hold on anymore. You're fully supported. Onto your chest. A deep breath. Let it relax. Into our lower back and our baby's home, the home that's supporting it, him or her.
Wow.
Inhale and exhale. Onto our strong hips that the earth is supporting right now, whether we're on our sides or on our backs. Inhale and exhale, let them sink. Let them feel like they can release anything that they're clinging on to, that they're in a safe place. Back into our thighs and the back side of our legs. Can you let your thighs just melt into the ground? And sometimes, when we're in challenging situations, whether our chaotic day-to-days or in the event of actual giving birth and labor, simply just reminding yourself, either with your touch or your breath, for a particular part of your body to just relax, it makes a difference. So if you want to take your hands to the part of your body that needs you the most, and only could be your head if you're physically or just need a little more space there. It could be your feet or your thighs. It could be your lower back or your baby. Maybe you haven't connected with your baby all day, and here's your chance to do so. Take your hand to that spot. Send some love and warmth. Gentle, honey, gentle. Yeah, send some love and warmth and let them know that you're there and it's okay, and to breathe. Welcome to relaxation. And that's just like that. Our time came to an end. You're welcome to stay in that really relaxed position for as long as you can or want. I do like to end coming back as a community. Ooh. Oh, yeah, coming back as a community. So if you want to flip on your sound, I guess I can flip on your sound and flip on your camera and gently, slowly make your way. Hey, Carl. Let me replace that to a seated position. We'll go ahead and end with a nice namaste. Hey, Carl, this is the favorite part of class.
Namaste.
Do you remember how to do namaste? Can you show all these ladies what we do?
Namaste.
That's right. So
Namaste.
the mama, the kid, the joy, all of that that's in you, we honor it. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Thank you. A quick question. So, I'm doing this because, I love it. I do really love this. It's like my passion. It's the way I balance my bliss with my kids and my passion. And I'm also getting ready to launch my book, Wild Mama Rising, the end of next month. So I don't go back to work till mid to late February, and I would love to do this again. I was planning on only doing it through the end of this month, but would any of you guys be interested in doing it next Saturday as well? Yeah, would that be?
Are you extending it?
I'm thinking about extending it till I go back to work, but I just wanted to see if that would, if people want to come.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, no, because once I go back to work, balance gets a little more chaotic. My desk job, it's just, but I think while I'm off of work, as long as we don't have family activities, why not, right? To keep it going? What do you think, Arvid?
Hey, Arvid. Arvid is
also
excited. He's also excited.
Cool. The other thing right now is I'm going through to pull resources. My book is finished, but I've got I've done so many things. I've had 4 kids, and done prenatal yoga. I've got partner workshops, I got pelvic workshops, and I want to just include in the book like links to partially, but I don't know if I should do like bite-sized chunks or like the whole workshop. Like bite-sized meaning here's 5 poses that'll be the best for prep, and here's labor poses. Do you have I don't know if any of you have a thought, if as a person that would benefit, would you prefer bite-sized chunks or more comprehensive if you were going to get like a video? Yeah, me and my husband did a prenatal partner workshop because he's the reason I had the births I wanted. Really, when I look back on it, because he was like my doula, so we did a workshop together online, and I recorded it. So yeah, if you want it, you can chat in. That I'll send you the whole recording if you think the comprehensive would be. But I was also maybe people don't have time and they just want to know like 5 minutes. What can I do? Any thoughts or what your gut says? Would you rather? I guess if you were into it, I don't know. I'm a kind of a fire hose kind of girl, but definitely comprehensive for you, Nani. Yeah. Yeah. More is more. No, I mean, and I'm liberated right now because I want to just give everything away for free and just focus on if people want to buy a book, that's what I'm going for. So I'm trying to organize everything so it's the most beneficial is the whole idea. You're in it, Caitlin, comprehensive too. Okay, that's really good to know. And you need to learn a lot in a small amount of time. So maybe it's like you do like a highlights and then here's to go deeper. Are you guys saying you want both? Nice. Yes, you are. Nice. Okay.
This is
I
my
just,
first baby, so I'm gonna take all the stuff I can take.
yeah, I just don't want to overwhelm because like decision overwhelm. I'm like the person that I want everything, but I just don't want to overwhelm people. So, maybe what I'll do is I'll kind of package all my things and like send you guys an email of here's like my resource list and you can actually use it, but you can also tell me what's the most valuable so I can make sure future women have that, more so. That'd be cool, right? What do you think, Arvid? Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you guys for sticking around and joining me. I will put up the Saturday class for next Saturday and as many I don't think I can do as often, but I definitely will continue in February, I believe. So at least for the beginning. So I hope I see you. And if not, have a lovely Saturday. Have a lovely rest of your day. And email me if you think of anything. I always love to hear. Yeah, thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Bye.
You're not even looking at them. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.